Hey guys, this is Jonathan again. One thing about recording on a video camera that has a screen on it, you tend to look at yourself. So if I'm looking over, I'm looking at myself. But anyway, I just want to say thank you everyone for all of the posts, the on my videos, all the likes, all of the views, all of the inboxes that I got. Very encouraging, man. I was surprised. I didn't really think anybody really cared. And I don't mean like people don't care, but I mean I didn't think people were that interested in what I had to say, I guess. You understand what I'm saying? But man, it was overwhelming. It was more than I can bargain for on that note. Just like my trip. I came expecting one thing, and it was a roller coaster ride. I got shocked. Got awe. I got shock and awe while I was down here, and not on the good side. It was some negative stuff. But then, out of all of that, I met two wonderful sisters, Jeanette, Roshonda. I met two wonderful sisters, and we were actually able to get together today. And we talked for hours upon hours. I want to say, to them, I had a wonderful time. It was amazing just to get to know them, to connect with my blood relatives. Man, that's awesome. Um, you know, I had a excellent time down here with my dad. With him, he took me to his friends and stuff. So I met a lot of old people. My dad is 72, okay, folks. So I met a lot of old people, but I did get to meet my grandmother. I met my aunt. I met some great aunts. I met some cousins. I've been to some nursing homes. Hey man, I met my father's best friends. Um, yeah. So I met a lot of people while I was down here. But I think the crescendo of it all was meeting my sisters, and then my sisters, my nephews and niece, meeting those people. That was the crescendo. That was the peak, the great part of this. Meeting people that I've never spoke to in my entire life. 39 years on this planet, and those people existed, and I had no connection with them. And I want to tell you when we talked, the connection was, for at least for me, the connection was instant, and I'm grateful for that. I am grateful for that. So this trip was a success. I set out here to meet my dad, and I think I got more. I got more than that. I set out here to get to know my dad. We made a connection, and I think I got him figured out for the most part. I wish I had more time to spend with him. If I could take 2 weeks off and stay down here, I probably would, because part two is actually beginning right now. I didn't spend that much time with my sisters. We spent 5 hours together today, I believe, 4 or 5 hours today, but I didn't get to. I spent most of the time meeting my dad's friends, but I'm coming back down here. I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna come back down here and meet and actually hang out with my sisters. So that's gonna be great. So a success, like I said, successful trip. I'm going to remember this for the rest of my life. This is like a new chapter in my life. It's a good chapter. Well, the chapter of not knowing is closed forevermore. That's church lingo, I guess. But yeah, the chapter of not knowing is closed. That's gone now. Now we've made connections. Now we can get to know each other. It's a new chapter. It's a new day for me, man. It's a new day. New day. New day. It's like what's that song? It's a new season. It's a new day. It is. It is for me. So I'm going to go back home tomorrow and definitely keep in contact with these wonderful people down here. They asked me if I wanted to move down here. I considered it, man. I got family up north, so we'll see. I got a job too, man. I love my job. I do love my job. So anyway, I'm blabbering. I just want to say, just give you guys an update and let you know that I just wanted to say it was a successful trip. Success, man. I want to say more stuff, but it's slipping my mind because I'm so sleepy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's funny. I'll say this and then I'm serious. I'm a close. I'm a finish and then let you guys get on with your lives. But I noticed the way my dad drives. He drives with one leg up, his knee up on the by the door and the other down. That's how I drive. I'm like, what the heck? He drives like me, man. Everybody says we have the same hands and we probably carry we talk the same, our mouths turn, twist like I'm doing right now, the same when we talk. It's amazing how the things that you have from a person you've never met, So I got to see the guy who like I said in earlier videos, who helped bring me into this world. He's by far not a perfect man, but he is my dad, and that's all I wanted to know. I wanted to know my dad, the good, the bad, the ugly, and I got it. So I say that's a success. Is it life-changing? What I know? No. It's not life-changing. It is perspective-changing. Perspective-changing. And that makes a difference. That's still a difference. I have sisters. Made a difference. So I came down here and I say, yes, it's a success. If I would have wrote the script, it wouldn't have came out this way. But then I probably wouldn't have met my sisters. I wouldn't have got to, I wouldn't have met my sisters. It would have been one-dimensional. Now this is multi-dimensional. I got to, so I'm excited about that. Multi-dimensional success. And some of it wasn't even calculated. So, I want to say, guys, just, you guys, if you have any things that you're trying to do in your life and you're afraid, if you are trying to make a connection on Facebook and you know that they don't know who you are, but you know who they are, and you don't have to be messy. You don't have to be messy just because you're trying to reach out to somebody. I would say reach out to them anyway. If you think that they're your family and they're a maybe they're a child that everybody was trying to hide, but you know about it. You have no idea what that person is going through in their life, thinking that their other family doesn't care about them. I encourage you not to be afraid to reach out to that family member, reach out to that friend. Maybe you have a broken relationship with that friend. Don't be afraid to reach out because they're probably thinking about you too, So Yeah, and that goes for anybody. If you even have a dream, if you have a career goal, if you have uh, family goals, if you have a business idea, don't be afraid to pursue it. Don't be, because man, we only have one life to live on planet Earth, and you do not want to be looking around 20 years. Did I say that right? You don't want to look around 20 years later and saying, God, I wish I would have done that. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Today, start making plans to execute. Or start making plans to execute. Execute the plan. Okay? To do whatever. And so what? It may not work, but you tried. You might not get exactly what you want, but you tried and you got something. So I just want to encourage you guys to do that. That's going to be another one of my takeaways. When I get back, you know, I need to be more aggressive, just like the answer that the basketball players always give when they lost the game. We got to be more aggressive. Or when they win the basketball game, they say, "Yeah, we were a lot more aggressive." That's what we got to be. We have to be aggressive. We have to aggressively pursue those things that we know we deserve, the stuff that we know we've worked for, the stuff we know we've prepared for. We need to aggressively pursue those things. Like I said, businesses, whatever it is. I'm not trying to preach to anybody. I'm just trying to tell you what I'm seeing while I'm down here. So when I go back home, I'm going to take this with me. I'm going to watch these videos and see what I said, and try to apply them to my life. You know, you know, you know, and you know.